Hello Capricorn. Welcome to your 2017 forecast. It may feel as though this year gets off to a bit of a slow start. And the reason for that is that Mercury, the planet that rules communication, technology, transportation, is retrograde until the 9th of January. So don't be surprised, Capricorns, if you have a sense to which, are things ever going to get moving again? Well, all this is encouraging you to do is just to continue to relax, to release, to reassess your life, and just to take a little bit of extra time out before you go rushing into your life at full speed ahead. I'm going to be talking about a lot of dates in this video, but don't be concerned, because at the end of the video all the dates are going to be listed, so you can just hopefully relax and enjoy. So this first Mercury retrograde is here in your 12th house, and it's there until the 9th of the month, joining Saturn. So it's going to be an important time, especially over this holiday period, for those of you who celebrate it or not, over this New Year period, to really reassess your life from all perspectives. Your external life, your love life, relationships, your finances, but most importantly, your inner life, your internal life. That it's important that you're taking time out to develop that spiritual side of yourself. That you're taking time out just to play, to enjoy being in nature. Capricorn, you're an earth sign, you love nature, most of you. Or if not nature, you like food, don't you? You like what nature produces. So just make sure that you are taking that time out to reflect upon the past. You might find yourself looking at past experiences and trying to piece them together, to understand, to learn from it, and then to be able to move on. The eclipses this year are in February and in August. We start out with a lunar eclipse on February the 10th. And this lunar eclipse for you is in this deep 8th house, Scorpios. Sorry, it's the Scorpio house. Lovely Capricorns, sorry. So remember that eclipses have an effect for usually at least 6 months. So it gets triggered, and then there are other things that often unfold during the following 6 months. So February the 10th, we've got this eclipse in the 8th house. So if you're in any kind of partnership or business with somebody, something may come to light. Something may need to change. It's also shining a light on anything to do with insurance and tax and mortgage and debts and all those kinds of things. And anybody banking, anything that you're dealing with to do with finances, it's shining a light on this area for you. So anything that needs to change or shift, that lunar eclipse is probably going to trigger it for you. Again, it's going to trigger some inner meditation, some inner searching, seeking, looking for something deeper in your life than you've had so far. Then we've got a solar eclipse happening here on the 26th of February, here in your 3rd house. And the solar eclipse here, bringing you some new beginnings in some networking, new people coming into your life. It's good for business. Good for negotiations, good for wheeling and dealing here. And it's also very good if you're doing anything on social media for connecting up on maybe some new networks, some new people. It's a wonderful time for new beginnings, for learning something new, for learning some new skills that really could enhance what it is that you offer, that you want to do moving forward for your career, your work. Now the big news this year is that Venus, the planet that rules your finances and your relationships, is going retrograde between March the 6th and the 15th of April. So during this time, you'll have an opportunity to reflect upon your relationships. It very often means that somebody from your past does in fact come into your life. And for you, this Venus retrograde is moving retrograde from your 4th house and into your 3rd house. So this could certainly bring back a loved one, somebody you loved, and an opportunity for a healing, an opportunity for a releasing. It's not the best time for starting a new relationship, but it's certainly a very good time for healing past relationships, old relationships. If you do find yourself getting into a new relationship at this time, it would be good to go slow and to wait maybe until after the 15th of April to see whether you still like somebody once that Venus goes direct. With it going retrograde in your 3rd house, this is a wonderful time to really reevaluate your social life in a way. The 3rd house certainly rules the people who are around you a lot of the time. And is it bringing you enough pleasure? Is it time to really not be quite so serious? Often Capricorns, you get quite serious about things. Time to bring some more pleasure, some more joy, some more lightness into your relationships, the people around you. April 9th until May 3rd, we've got Mercury going retrograde again, and it's happening for you from your 5th to your 4th house. So Mercury retrograde in these areas, this is a wonderful time if you have your own business for re-evaluating it, for maybe reassessing things, maybe doing something a little differently. It's not the best time for signing contracts or getting into a new deal, but it's a great time for renegotiating something that maybe you started before the retrograde, because very often it completes during the retrograde. I'd be quite careful with signing any contracts to do with buying or selling or leasing properties during that Mercury retrograde. If you must buy or rent or do something actively that involves paperwork, just make sure that you get it checked over several times before you do, or preferably wait until Mercury goes direct again after May 3rd. August the 7th, we've got another lunar eclipse, and that's happening in your 2nd house. So these eclipses are really activating your financial houses, Capricorns. So this is an opportunity really for you to look at your money, look at how you feel about yourself, your self-esteem. A lunar eclipse in that 2nd house is likely to maybe trigger some feelings of, maybe not feeling confident. If you've not been feeling confident, well, how can I bolster my confidence? What can I do to feel stronger in certain areas so that I can generate more prosperity, more money for myself? It really comes from a feeling of confidence, of abundance, of gratitude, that you create more for yourself. On August the 12th until September the 5th, we've got yet another Mercury retro happening from Virgo here, going from your 9th to your 8th house. So this will be a very good time to reevaluate, maybe taking a trip, going somewhere, really study some options during the retrograde, and then after the retrograde you might book it or you might go. However, if you're even well prepared, like many of you Caps will be, why not start looking at where you want to travel to before the retrograde, so before August 12th, and then the trip can complete. You may be able to go or get everything organized and in place during the retrograde. The retrograde in this 8th house then, very much a time of reassessing any kind of partnership situations you've got, and also maybe going deeper into an intimate type of relationship with somebody. On August 21st, we've got a solar eclipse happening here in this 8th house again. So this is all about new beginnings, for getting intimate, for getting closer with someone. Sometimes Capricorn, you go so far and then you get a little bit frightened, can I really trust this person? Well, this solar eclipse is encouraging you really to go deeper. Find ways of going deeper, getting closer. And it's also going to give you some new opportunities to have somebody invest in you. Maybe somebody sponsor you, you might get a grant, you might win something, a scholarship, all kinds of possibilities of money coming to you with that solar eclipse happening on August 21st, and of course for those 6 months subsequently. All year until October the 10th, we've got Jupiter in your 10th house. Opportunity to expand out, to expand your career this year, to really expand your reach, to take some risks, to notice the opportunities that are coming to you. All too often there are opportunities hanging out there, and sometimes Capricorns, you're a little cautious sometimes. This Jupiter is saying, come on, go for it, enjoy. If this is something that appeals to you, go for it. Try something new, even if it feels a little bit risky. Have to check the recorder is working. Because of all these Mercury retrogrades, I'm having a bit of technological challenges, shall we say. Thank you for your patience. And then on October the 11th, Jupiter is moving into your 11th house. A wonderful time to expand your social circle, your friends, new friends coming in. You might get connected with different organizations, different groups. Social media for you can explode. If you want to do a business, you want to do something in social media, wow, the opportunities could really be opening up for you. And the final Mercury retrograde comes back into this 12th house. So it starts in the 12th house until the 9th of January, and here between the 3rd and the 22nd of December. So it's like you begin the year in a reflective mode, and you're going to end the year after being busy, relationships, money, career, spiritual, all kinds of things happening during the year. And then that last month of the year, between the 3rd and the 22nd of December, another opportunity to retreat, to relax, to reassess, and to release as you begin the new year. And on the 20th, so all year we've still got Saturn in your 12th, and many of you over these last couple of years, I would imagine, have gone through a lot of endings, completions, letting go, releasing. And you may well still go through some of that during this year. It's almost like a purging. You're detoxing yourself, you're cleansing yourself of all the things that have ever held you back. Preparing yourself from the 20th, when Saturn goes into your sign, Capricorn, your ruler, where it's really strong. It's going to be great, I feel, globally, because it's going to enable us, hopefully, since you rule integrity and ethics, some ethical systems into governments and corporations. And for you personally, it's an opportunity for you. You'll be releasing the past, and you'll be restructuring yourself for a brand new chapter and a brand new beginning for yourself. It's a new 28-year cycle that will begin at the end of 2017. As this is a time of year where many people like to celebrate, treat one another to gifts, you might want to treat somebody you love to an original painting based upon their date, time, place of birth. Or maybe even treat yourself to something special like that. And I just want to thank you all for being so encouraging, supportive, all year long. It really means the world to me. I enjoy doing these videos so much, connecting with you. I just want to wish you a wonderful, wonderful 2017.